On March 11, 2026, the world woke up to a tweet that signaled the end of diplomacy. President Trump, frustrated by the ongoing blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, has promised death, fire, and fury if the oil doesn't start flowing.
We've already won in many ways, but we haven't won enough.
As the rhetoric heats up, the question remains, what exactly have we won, and at what cost to the innocent? For days, the White House has maintained a confusing narrative. Trump claims the U.S. has won, pointing to the destruction of the Iranian Navy and the decapitation of the IRGC leadership.
It's the beginning of building a new country, but they have no Navy, they have no Air Force. We could call it a tremendous success right now as we leave here, I could call it, or we could go further, and we're going to go further.
But winning is a hard sell when the Strait of Hormuz remains a graveyard for shipping. The U.S. has achieved air superiority, but they haven't achieved control. This is why the president is doubling down. He's realized that a symbolic victory won't lower gas prices or stop the drone swarms. He needs a total surrender, or he's prepared to unleash a level of violence the region hasn't seen in a century. While the politicians talk about fire and fury, the reality on the ground is devastating. Yesterday, a stray missile struck a girls' school in a Tehran suburb. The Pentagon calls it collateral damage from a nearby drone launch site.
I just don't know enough about it. I think it's something that I was told is under investigation, but tomahawks are used by others. Whatever the report shows, I'm willing to live with that report.
The Iranian state media calls it a war crime. Regardless of the label, the image of schoolgirls being pulled from the rubble has shifted the global mood. The moral high ground the U.S. claimed at the start of Operation Epic Fury is rapidly eroding, fueling protests not just in the Middle East, but in major European capitals. The man-made blockade of the Strait of Hormuz has turned the global economy into a roller coaster. Prices soared to nearly $200 a barrel on news of the fire and fury threat. Then, they dipped. Why? Because reports emerged that Trump is considering an emergency deal with Venezuela and a temporary truce with Russia to flood the market. But as long as Iran's rain of death drones are active, no insurance company will let a tanker through. Trump is trying to tweet the oil prices down, but the market isn't listening to his threats anymore. It's looking at the drones. So, how long is this going to last? Military analysts now suggest we are entering a war of attrition. Trump wants a 30-day war, but Iran is prepared for a 30-year struggle. With caskets returning home, gas prices unstable, and the image of a superpower hitting civilian targets, the fire and fury might end up burning the very person who promised it.